guys, Sarah here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing an update on 75 Hard. So if you're interested in that, keep watching. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe before you leave so you don't miss any of my future videos. All right, let's get into it. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, I'm going to link the very first video I did up here in the cards so you can watch that video before watching this one. But essentially, this is the 75-day challenge that I have been doing for quite a while now. So I'm going to get you guys up to speed on basically everything that's happened since the first video. I've done some check-ins. I have done all of the things. I am going to share with you guys a couple answers to questions that you asked me on Instagram yesterday about it, and then also some book recommendations. So first, let's rewind to where I first started doing updates again.
I take up basically the entire frame. Day 21. It is 16 degrees and sunny. How are you feeling, babe?
Hot.
Are you actually?
No, but I'm not cold.
I'm actually not cold either, but I'm wearing 5 shirts and a coat. And
Because we know how to dress.
yeah, it's actually not that bad, minus the fact that I'm sick. But today is the end of the 3rd week. It's day, not that far. It is day 23, and it's sunny out and 40. I feel like my perception of what's cold outside has drastically changed since starting this challenge, because I feel like it's warm out right now. And I'm only wearing 2 shirts under my coat. What about you?
It's glorious.
Yeah, 2 more days until I'm a 1/3 of the way done. It is day 25.
1/3 done.
Yes. It partially feels like we just started, and partially feels like we've been doing this our whole lives. Yeah, 1/3 done today. And it's still light out and we're almost done with our walk, which is just the best thing ever.
Hey guys, I don't know how many days it's been since I checked in with you. I know that while we were walking on day 25, I said something, but I don't think I've checked in besides that. But it is currently day 27, which means that I'm going to finish the entire first sheet at the end of this week. It'll be 1 sheet down, which is so exciting. I will only have 1.5 sheets left. So I'm still working off of the to-do list. It's just the easiest way. Like I said, it's day 27 and I feel good. I will say that before this challenge, I hadn't weighed myself in years. I had no idea how much I weighed. And I've realized that I think that that was healthy for me, because I weighed myself the other day. Let's see what day that was. All right, so I weighed myself on the 18th, which today is the 20th, so 2 days ago, and I had only lost 1 more pound. So I'm only down 6 pounds in 27 days, or at the time, 25 days, which was so hard for me to see on the scale. Like, I went to Adam and I was like, I can't believe I've only lost 6 pounds, or 5 pounds, 6 pounds, 6 pounds in that amount of time. Like, that is terrible. And he just kept telling me, he was like, I can tell that you have lost weight and you are doing a lot of weight training. So of course you're gonna gain muscle. And I know all about that, but it still is like messing with my brain, which isn't okay. So I kind of wish I wouldn't have weighed myself, just because I do see physical changes. Like, the jeans I'm wearing today were tight on me when I started this, and now they fit, which is great. Like, I mean, they fit before, but they were tight, and now they don't feel tight, which is amazing. And the jeans that I was wearing before are loose. Like, I'm pulling them up every 5 seconds, which is a great sign. Like, that shows that my body is changing, but I don't know, the number on the scale is not really moving. So whatever, I'm trying to let it go. I'm still just taking it 1 day at a time. I am going to hit day 30, what's today? Thursday, so Friday, Saturday. On Sunday, it'll be 30 days, which I can't believe that I've made it this far. And it's, yeah, it is seriously seriously daunting. Anyway, I'm still feeling good. I'm finally almost over my sickness. I was sick for almost an entire week. And what I will say about that is, I do think it's important to rest while you're sick. I actually did yoga one day and I hated it, so I decided just to go back to my normal working out because yoga just wasn't my thing. I think that it helped me continue having energy. A lot of times when I'm sick, it totally knocks me out, and this time I felt like I was still able to work out and have energy. I was just also congested, if that makes sense. So it was definitely interesting. I don't feel like I got over it quicker, and I also somehow in my mind tricked myself into thinking that I would not get sick on this program, which was just not the case. So yeah, so far so good. I will check in with you guys in a little bit more. I'm probably gonna try and film this video through the halfway point, which is like what, 36 days, 37 days. So then I will be halfway through and be able to give you guys, I don't know, maybe more insight or who knows what.
Day 32 or 33, and it is snowing so hard. So snowing for like 10 hours or longer than that, and no one has shoveled their driveways yet.
Or the sidewalks.
Or the sidewalks. So we're like blazing a trail through the snow.
And I would walk 500 miles.
Keep going. Oh my gosh, this part got really deep. It is day 38. We're
No gloves.
thin gloves.
No,
No hat, no scarf. It is so nice out, and we're halfway through.
Headed to the beach.
No, but we are halfway through the challenge officially. All right, guys, day 40. Day 40. It is chilly, but it's still light out, which is the best thing ever.
It's not chilly. It's cool.
What's the difference between chilly and
It's not
cool?
cold.
I didn't say it was cold. I said it was chilly.
Yeah.
Day 42, and winter is back.
Yeah.
It's so cold out. And we're walking through Milford, which is a town that you probably can't hear me because we're on a main road. But it's the city that I went to high school in and Adam used to live in. So, first time walking out here, but we picked up my ring today. How are you feeling?
Ring-tastic.
Oh my gosh. What day is it?
I don't know, 40 something?
We've officially lost count because it's been so many days. But it's like spring outside right now, and I dressed way too warm, and I have a winter coat tied around my waist. Day 45. We just finished our engagement photos, so we're walking in the dark. It's like 8 o'clock. We have not eaten dinner, and it is raining. How are you feeling, babe?
Great, grand, and wonderful.
Yeah, so I keep doing this thing where I think that if I walk faster, it'll be over faster, but it won't, because it still has to be 45 minutes. So we're just gonna get through it and then go and eat.
All right, all of that brings us to today, which is day 46, which is mind-blowing. I can't believe I'm more than halfway through. Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. So one thing there's quite a few things I want to say, which I will probably keep a lot of them until the end so that I can give you like final thoughts and all of that. The checklist that I made has just been so unbelievably helpful. So I'll just do a close-up of it. And there's 30 days per page, so it's 2.5 pages. But this is what it looks like. I just made a little checklist so that every day I can just make sure I don't forget anything, because especially now, if I forget to do something, I would be so bummed out because I'd have to start over at day 1. So if you mess up anything on any day, you start over. So I have just been making sure that every single item is checked off, and I did end up uploading this. I turned it into a PDF and uploaded it onto my website. So I will leave the link to this down below. So if you want to do this challenge, you can just print this out yourself. it's super, super helpful. So that is something that I wanted to make sure I did. I got quite a few requests for it after I shared that first video, if I could just make this available to you guys, so it is. And then let's talk about, oh, one of the questions I got was, I want to get into some of the questions that I've gotten about this challenge. So the first one is about the books. I've been asked for book recommendations, what books I've been reading, all of that, and self-help, self-development, business books are by far my favorite genre to read. So it was pretty easy for me to find books to read. I've read quite a few books, so I do have a lot of recommendations for you guys, but I'm going to share the books that I've already read in this. I finished 2 of them. I'm in my 3rd book right now, and then also other ones that I've read before that I would highly recommend for you. I have 2 books. Both are from Rachel Hollis. There's Girl Wash Your Face and Girl Stop Apologizing. I actually listened to both of those on Audible, which that does not count towards this. You can't listen to the books, you have to actually read them, sitting physically reading. So those, you can't do audiobooks, but I just wanted to mention those 2 books because I loved them. I am obsessed with Rachel Hollis. She has such great business advice about balancing it all, about chasing your dreams, all of that. So I highly recommend both of those. I just don't physically have them because I did just listen to the audiobooks. And then the very first book I read is called Scary Close by Donald Miller, and I actually lent it to my mom because it is such a good book and I knew that she would love it. So I will link all of these books down below for you guys in case you're interested in any of the ones that I mentioned. And then I have this stack of books. This is the second book that I read, which is You Are a Badass at Making Money. I read the book You Are a Badass quite a few years ago and I really, really liked it. It's by Jen Sincero, and so I figured I would read this one, You Are a Badass at Making Money. Both of them were really good. I highly recommend both of them. I really like how she tells a lot of stories in the books that then kind of makes it full circle to apply to you. So these are just really, really, really good books. The book that I'm reading right now is this one called Atomic Habits. This is by James Clear, and this is about how small, tiny changes can make huge impacts in your life. And I feel like I have quite a few bad habits, so I'm trying to break those and just kind of learn about the science behind it. So it is definitely a science-backed book, but the way that he feeds it to you is so, so good, and it's actually digestible. It's not something that you're like reading an actual science report. So highly recommend this so far. This is a book that I bought for the challenge. I have not read it yet, but it would qualify. It's called How to Stop Feeling Like Shit by Andrea Owen. 14 Habits That Are Holding You Back from Happiness. And this book, I think it was like on the Amazon recommended when I bought You Are a Badass at Making Money, because Jen Sincero actually wrote, she has like a little quote about this book at the top. So I think they're kind of like the same category, but I'm excited to read this one. Jon Acuff is a really, really good author. I really love his stuff. So he has the book Quitter and the book Start. This one says, punch fear in the face, escape average, do work that matters. And then Quitter is closing the gap between your day job and your dream job. Both of these are amazing reads. I read them both a couple of years ago and cannot recommend them enough. And then of course, there's Dave Ramsey. This is Entreleadership. If you are into just living a financially free life, Dave Ramsey has a lot of good stuff. There's other books that I like more than his books, but they do have a lot of great information in them. So those are my book recommendations. I have quite a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I just mentioned 10 books. So that will definitely get you through the challenge, no problem, because you only have to read 10 pages per day. I think that I'll end up reading maybe into a 4th book, because right now I'm on my 3rd. Yeah, so I'll probably start a 4th book, but I don't know that I will end up finishing it. The next question was how I decided which diet to do. And basically I took a look at my eating habits and what I wanted to change. And one of the biggest things is that I feel like I wasn't getting enough protein or enough vegetables. So there would be times that I would have like a bowl of cereal for dinner, which is just not a balanced meal. So I made that a rule that I have to have a protein and a vegetable for dinner. I also wanted to just knock out some of the things that are my weaknesses, just to like know that I could do it. So mac and cheese and pizza are like my weak spots, and I am not allowed to have either of those. No pizza, no pasta, absolutely no treats, so no dessert, which was hard around Adam's birthday. We went to his parents' house and they had like homemade apple pie and all of that, so that's been a little bit difficult. You're not allowed to have any alcohol in the program, which was hard when we got engaged. I was drinking sparkling water and Adam was having champagne, so that was a little bit sad. And since we've been seeing people ever since getting engaged, everyone wants to like make a toast to us, and I cannot do that, so I'm like toasting with water over the past month. But I mean, overall, it really hasn't been that bad. And then I can't have any junk food. I haven't cut out any categories, but basically what I did was I looked at what my goals are and what my weak spots are and tried to fill those gaps. So I'm eating more protein, I'm eating more vegetables, I'm eating, I mean, no junk food, but less junk was the goal, but by default, I'm doing no junk for this. I wanna be able to get to a point that I can see dessert and not feel like I have to eat it, or like I'll know that I can resist it. And now I feel like that because I haven't had really any cravings, which is mind-blowing. I didn't think that I would ever be the person that would have no cravings. I can go to dinner with Adam. He can order mac and cheese or pizza, which he did both in one weekend a couple weeks ago, and eat them in front of me while I eat salad with grilled chicken on it, and it doesn't bother me, which I never thought that that would be possible for me, and it is. So now I'm feeling like I have so much more power over food than it has over me, which is a first for me in my life. That is not to say that I will not eat pizza and mac and cheese and dessert and drink drinks and all of that again, because I will. But for now, it feels amazing. Another question I got was about the water and what the trick to drinking that much water is. So you have to drink a gallon of water every day. And the biggest piece of advice I have for you is to start early, because if you do not start early, you will be in trouble. I drink a 30-ounce tumbler first thing, and then after I drink this, I'm allowed to drink my Zip Fizz, and then after my Zip Fizz, I finish my water. But I always make sure to get the 30 ounces in before I have my Zip Fizz, because Zip Fizz is the only thing I drink all day that has any flavor, so I want to make sure that I get water in before that. I also put lemon in my water. If you like lemon or lime, that would be really good to put in your water. You could also put those like drink packets, not ones that have sugar and all of the junk in them, but the ones, I know that they're out there, I just don't know what they're called, like Mio drops or something like that. You could put those into your water to make it taste better. It's really hard to drink. I love water, and it's really hard even for me to drink a lot of plain water when you're drinking that much of it. So I highly recommend doing lemons or something. I actually have been buying lemons by the bag, which is crazy. And then I got a little squeeze bottle on Amazon, which I can link for you guys, and I just juice all of the lemons at once, put them into a squeeze bottle, and then when I put water into a tumbler, I just squeeze some of the water in it and I'm good to go. So that is probably the best advice I have. Also, end early. So start early, end early, otherwise you will be up all night and it is not fun. Been there, done that. Even sometimes I know this rule and I still fail sometimes and end up drinking water right before bed, and it is bad news bears. So try and drink all of your water as early as humanly possible. Also take advantage when you're doing your workouts. That's a great time to get a lot of the water in. I've noticed a lot of times I'll be doing the workout and then I'm thirsty, but I don't drink. I don't know why that is. So now I'm trying to take advantage of any time I feel thirsty to drink a bunch of water. One person said, don't the outdoor workouts suck? Yeah, sometimes. They certainly do sometimes. It's really nice that Adam has committed to doing the outside walks with me, because it's a lot. It would definitely be a bummer. Like last night we did it, which I will insert that next, or maybe I already have. We did it in the dark because we did our engagement photos last night, and so by the time we got done with those, that ended at like 7, and then we got home. By the time we went outside, it was like 7:45, almost 8 o'clock. Sunset at 7:30, so it was slightly light out still a little bit, and then it was pitch black, and we had to finish our walk in the dark. Then it started raining. Like, it definitely is not always fun. It is such a good chance for him and I to just hang out and talk and connect with each other without being plugged in and having no devices. That's actually really nice because it's like a built-in 45 minutes that we have together every single day. So that actually is really nice. I'm glad that he committed to doing that with me because that would be so hard to do without him. And then the other thing is the time commitment of doing 2 of the workouts every single day. It's a lot. I've been doing workouts sometimes at 9:30, 10 o'clock because I haven't finished them yet, and it sucks. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's not fun. I'm just like, why am I doing this? What did I get myself into? Like, I just want to quit. But those are the days that you're really testing yourself and pushing your mental capacity, and that's what the challenge is all about. So it's really just about, I think, accepting that you can't cross everything off your list at the beginning of the day because you have to stick to your diet, and sticking to your diet means sticking to your diet until you go to bed. So no matter how much you think you're gonna get done, you're not gonna drink your gallon of water and stick to your diet until later in the day. So I think that I am accepting the fact that this is a all day, every day challenge is something that's hard, but it's important. And that's why I love the checklist. I can cross some things off. I know that I'm still gonna have stuff to do, but at least I'm making progress, and I just have to accept that I can't check everything off right away. Alrighty guys, that is everything for this video. I will update you guys more in my final video after I finish the challenge. I will share final results, final measurements, all of that, as well as everything that I have learned throughout the challenge. I hope you guys enjoyed this update. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe before you leave so you don't miss any of my future videos. Thanks so much for watching. Bye guys.